Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hey, how is it going? My name is Otto and welcome to the channel. It feels really good to be back on YouTube, but it feels even better because in this video, I want to show you a new smartphone gimbal that has been released today. This is the new Zhiyun Smooth Q4, and I have to say that this is a very nice upgrade from last year's Smooth Q3. By the way, this video is not sponsored. Zhiyun sent me this gimbal to test it out, but everything that I say is my own opinion. There are two versions available for sale. The regular version, which comes with the gimbal, this tripod, and a USB-C charging cable. There is also a combo package, and this one will come with this cool carrying case, the same tripod and USB-C charging cable from the regular version, a hand strap, this magnetic fill light, 4 magnetic color filters, and a Zhiyun VIP member card for 1 year, which is going to let you access more features on the Zhiyun Cami app. The Zhiyun Smooth Q4 is a 3-axis gimbal, which is going to give you a way better stabilization than a 2-axis gimbal. It has a weight of 370 grams and the tripod weighs 50 grams. Zhiyun got rid of the Q3 design where you had to slide the arm upward, and this is a good improvement because now it can be folded just like this. It takes less space and it makes it way easier to carry around. This gimbal can hold the smartphones up to 280 grams, and I have been using it with an iPhone 13 with the case on with no issues. I also used my Samsung S21 Plus with a thin case from Spigen without any problems with the weight. But as you can see, it gets a little bit tight down here near the pen motor, so I think that anything bigger than this might not be ideal. If you have a bigger smartphone like the iPhone 12 or 13 Pro Max, I think that one of the best choices for those is the Smooth 5. I do have a full review and also a tutorial for this gimbal on my channel, so make sure to check it out. The Smooth Q4 has a new design clamp for the phone, which is slimmer compared to other gimbals, and this fixes the issue of the clamp covering the power button. I know it doesn't look safe, and that was my first impression when I saw it, but after testing it out, I can say that your phone is not going anywhere. At the top of the clamp, we have these 2 magnetic connectors where you can place the fill light that comes with the combo version. You can turn around the fill light and it works on horizontal and vertical mode, although on vertical mode, it's only going to work when it's facing yourself. The light has 4 different levels of brightness. You can change them by pressing this wheel on the left side of the gimbal, and it gets quite bright, which is perfect for vlogging on low light conditions. The combo version also comes with these magnetic color filters that you can place on the light just like this. Battery life of the Smooth Q4 is around 10 hours of active use, and it can last up to 15 hours when the gimbal is on standby mode. Zhiyun decided to give the Smooth Q4 its own extension rod, which can extend an extra 21.5 centimeters, giving it a total height of around 53 centimeters, that is, with your phone included on horizontal mode. And the angle at the top of the gimbal can also be manually adjusted just like this. Having an extension rod is especially useful for vloggers, for group shots, or people who want to show more background when filming themselves. So how is the tilting angle on the Smooth Q4? Lately, some gimbals are very limited, but I'm happy to inform and show you that the maximum angle when tilting up or down is quite good. It feels really good to hold this gimbal thanks to its new large rubber that covers most of the handle, and also because it has just about the right size, leaving enough space for the hand, and this is important because my hand is not going to cover the buttons or the joystick when I hold it, which is something that happens on other smaller gimbals. On the right side of the gimbal, we have the power button and a USB-C charging port. On the back, we have a trigger that is going to let you activate the tracking mode, recenter the camera, switch between horizontal and vertical mode, and it will also let you activate the sport mode. In the front, we have the record button, which will take a picture or it will start or stop recording if you are on video mode. We also have a joystick to move the position of the smartphone. With this button up here, we can change the different gimbal modes, and these lights will let you know what gimbal mode you're currently using. And this is something that, in my personal case, I do appreciate to have on a smartphone gimbal. It makes it easier to switch from one mode to the other and actually know what mode you're using by taking a quick look at the lights, and this is great if you're using their gimbal app, but even better for users that want to use their native camera app or any other camera app. With other gimbals, you have to either go inside their applications menu to change the mode, or they don't have a light indicator, so you always have to guess around what you're using. On the left side of the gimbal, we have this wheel which can control the zoom of the camera. And this wheel will also turn on or off the fill light, and it can change the brightness of the light as well. If you use the native camera app, you will not be able to control the zoom with the wheel. And the record button will only work on iPhones if you maintain the connection between the gimbal and the iPhone. The Smooth Q4 has the 4 basic gimbal modes that we expect to find on any gimbal, which are pan follow, lock mode, follow mode, and POV. There are 3 other modes that you can use with this gimbal. If you press the mode button after POV, the gimbal will go into Vortex mode. This mode allows you to make the smartphone spin around, and it will spin around 180 degrees, and going clockwise towards the end, the camera will stop to avoid seeing the arm. Under Slow mode is another mode that I do like, and it is useful to get low angle shots. And all you need to do is flip the gimbal upside down and the camera will automatically get on the right position. Sport mode makes the gimbal react faster to your movements, and to activate this you have to press and hold the trigger. The stabilization of this gimbal is very good. I really cannot complain about the results, and all these video clips are straight out from the smartphone, and I did not apply any post-stabilization. I mean, there is really no need to do so. So to activate this gimbal and to access some special features, you will need the Zhiyun Cami app. The app will let you select different camera modes like video mode at 4K, photo mode, slow motion, time lapses, hyperlapses, panorama shots, and dolly zoom. Time lapses will have a maximum resolution of 4K, hyperlapses will only allow a resolution of 1080p, and slow motion is only available on iPhone at 720p. Come on, Zhiyun, we need at least 1080p for slow motion. For panorama shots, there are different options at 3x3, 180 degrees, and clone mode, but on Android, 180 degrees is not an option. On the menus, you can adjust the joystick speed, the zoom speed, the white balance, and if you want the gesture control to just record or to record and track at the same time. Object and face tracking is available to use on the Smooth Q4, and a year ago I mentioned a few times that tracking on Android devices were having some issues and it was not consistent. iPhones never had any problems, it was just Android, but now it feels like tracking is working as it should be on Android, and now it feels more sticky on the subject. Using tracking mode is easy, and to activate it, you can select the subject on the screen or you can press the trigger once. So for video mode, if you have an iPhone, you will be able to use 24, 25, 30 or 60 frames per second. And you can also select manual mode where you can change the ISO and the shutter speed. With my Samsung S21 Plus, I am able to select 24 and 30 frames per second, but there is no manual mode and there is no 60 frames per second. If you want to shoot at 60 frames per second, the best option is to use the native camera app that comes with the smartphone. I hope that this video has been useful, and the link to this product and everything that I used to film is going to be on the description down below. Let me know what you think about this gimbal in the comment section. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you, hopefully, in the next video. Bye.